Today, we're taking a look at two popular robot vacuums and putting them head to head. In one corner, we have the Narwal Freo. This is easily the nicest looking robot vacuum I have ever tested. What makes the Frio stand out is its built-in mopping system combined with its onboard AI, providing an intelligent and comprehensive cleaning experience that avoids objects and cleans like a pro. With dual tanks for clean and dirty water, the Frio tackles not only dust and debris, but also sticky messes on hard floors. It's also worth mentioning that the Narwal Freo offers self-cleaning functionality, ensuring its mopping pads are always fresh and ready to go. It does this by using an auto-dispensing cleaning solution combined with dirt sense for cleaning. Finally, Auto Mop Drying uses a dual hot air system to dry the mop heads to prevent mildew and mold. It supports an optional world's first accessory called the Water Exchange System that allows for immediate flow of clean water while also discharging dirty water. But unfortunately, the installation is very specific and I'm not able to test it out due to the way that my home is designed. Now in the other corner, we have the iRobot Roomba Combo J7 Plus. iRobot is a leader in the robot vacuum space and is known for their exceptional quality and reliability. This intelligent 2-in-1 vacuum combines advanced robotic technology with powerful suction and mopping to ensure a spotless home. Equipped with iRobot's clean-based automatic dirt disposal, the Roomba Combo J7 Plus offers hassle-free cleaning and emptying with minimal human intervention. Additionally, it boasts reactive AI capabilities, allowing it to learn and adapt to your home's layout for more efficient cleaning. iRobot uses a similar feature to the Narwal Freo called dirt detection, which is using sensors in order to determine if an area has excess dirt. If it does, the J7 Plus will work harder until the sensors detect fewer particles. Pricing-wise, the Roomba Combo is cheaper, coming in at $999.99 versus $1299 for the Narwal Freo. With that little bit about each vacuum, let's find out if the Narwal Freo is worth the extra money over the Roomba Combo J7 Plus, and if it should be your next robot vacuum. Like I said earlier, this vacuum is easily the best aesthetically pleasing robot vacuum I have tested to date. The glossy white and rounded design of the base matches any room without looking too out of place. On top of that, the vacuum sits completely inside the base without protruding. Up top, you'll find a nice LCD touchscreen for controlling the vacuum. This is something I've never seen before on any other vacuum, especially with the level of control that it offers. You can view system information and change various settings all from the dock itself, which is awesome. You can choose from one of the various cleaning modes, including the new Frio mode. When chosen, the robot vacuum will prioritize clean floors, and it will accomplish this by doing whatever it needs to do. For example, it will make multiple passes until dirt is no longer detected by its dirt sense technology, which uses the onboard AI. When it is in Frio mode, it will use a feature called Smart Swing when mopping. This is another world's first, and it's actually pretty cool to watch. When the robot determines it's near a wall or a corner, it will swing its backside towards the wall in order to scrub the corners and the baseboards. This activates periodically once a week by default, but you can adjust this inside the Narwhal app if you want it to do it every single cleaning. If you open up the top part of the dock, you'll gain access to the dirty and clean water tanks and the solution compartment for adding in Narwhal's cleaner. Just like the dock, the vacuum itself is nice looking with an all-white design. It features LiDAR SLAM or SLAM 3.0 technology plus infrared sensors for obstacle avoidance and smart mopping. I can honestly say it's better than the Roomba Combo. Not only did the mapping process take less time, but it was a bit more accurate, all while avoiding large furniture, which is nice to see. This is unlike the Roomba, which lives life like everything is a game of bumper cars, especially during the initial setup process. The Frio features detachable side brushes that are easy to replace. You'll also find the removable dustbin on the vacuum that you'll need to empty and clean routinely for the best performance. The process is extremely simple since the dustbin has one of the best latch systems I've used on a robot vacuum to date. Switching things over to the Roomba. It has a more stylish and compact base versus other Roomba docks that I've tested in the past. This all-black design combined with the striped textured pattern and brown faux leather-like tag is easy on the eyes and will match most rooms. Unlike the Frio, the J7 Plus does not rest inside the dock entirely. It's not a big deal and definitely not something that I would consider a deal breaker since the aesthetics are still nice. Compared to the Frio, the Roomba dock is quite a bit smaller, and if we open up the top, we can see exactly why. While yes, the Roomba combo can mop, it doesn't have a clean or dirty water tank, which means that it can't self-clean the mop pad. Instead, iRobot opted for a self-emptying dustbin like most robotic vacuums, outside of the handful that feature all three in their base. iRobot says that the Roomba Combo J7 Plus is their most intelligent robot vacuum so far. It features precision vision navigation, which is basically just a camera that uses onboard AI to process images. After the nightmare incidents I've seen in the past with pet poo and the terrible object avoidance system previous models suffered from, this is a big leap forward. However, it's far from perfect. Technically speaking, both robot vacuums will get better over time due to the AI learning your home's layout, but the Narwhal seems to be a faster learner. Also, when I set up my Roomba, I noticed just how bad it was bumping into everything, so I went into the settings and voila, I found out why. It's because the AI-based object detection is turned off by default, at least it was for me. If you own this vacuum, let me know in the comments, was this setting turned off by default for you as well? I'm just interested to know. The J7 Plus features a small tank to add water and cleaning solution for mopping on the robot itself. You will also need to install the mopping pad. Along the backside is an industry-first mop that I have to say, it's pretty neat. When performing a mop and vacuum job, the Roomba combo will lift the mop pad up and then place it on top of the vacuum when transitioning to carpet. Once back onto hard floor, it will swing the arm down and continue mopping. Watching it is pretty impressive, though worrisome given how much this vacuum rattles. Long-term use is a bit concerning since it's more moving parts, so technically speaking, there's more that could go wrong. It'll be interesting to see if I run into any issues over time. In contrast, the Frio uses two brushes that lift up when going onto carpet. This is definitely more traditional, but safer in the long run since it's a tried and true method. The J7 Plus uses multi-surface brushes that don't get tangled in pet hairs since they're made of rubber, which is nice. It has an edge sweeping brush that pushes debris from against the walls or small crevices and cracks into the open where it can be sucked up. All of the things I've talked about create what iRobot calls the 4-stage cleaning system. Switching things over to the Frio, it uses a dual side brush design versus the J7 Plus's single brush, and both are detachable. For its main brush, it uses a combination of rubber and bristle for better pickup and offers an all rubber design as well that you can purchase separately. Narwhal has tweaked the AI to identify the type of floor that is being cleaned, so that way Frio can determine how much water to use or how much suction to apply during the cleaning process. It also has one of the largest dustbins on board any vacuum, coming in at 480 milliliters versus the J7 Plus's 400 milliliters. More so, the Frio has a 180-minute runtime and can charge quickly from 0 to 100 in 2.5 hours. The Roomba has a 75-minute runtime and it takes 3 hours to charge. Lastly, Frio is much quieter than the J7 Plus by over 20 dB when at the loudest settings on both vacuums. Moving on to the mopping, which is Frio's specialty. It uses a special spinning and scrubbing which has a triangular design, meaning that it's gapless since the mop pads overlap each other. They're made of microfiber, which holds 2 times more water versus regular fiber like that on the Roomba combo. When mopping, it produces a downward pressure of 12 N, and when combined with the 180 RPM motors, it does a really good job cleaning floors. Plus, the edge cleaning feature is pretty cool to see in action, and also works really great for keeping the lower portion of baseboards and corners clean. The Roomba Combo J7 Plus also does a pretty good job at mopping, though nowhere near as good as the Frio, since the Frio specializes in mopping. It also doesn't have the same downward pressure as the Frio, coming in at 5N versus 12N on the Narwhal. Moreover, mopping maintenance takes much longer on the Roomba, whereas the Frio requires less maintenance outside of filling and emptying the large water tanks in the base. But again, if you opt for the auto water exchange unit, this can be avoided altogether. Both vacuums have smartphone apps that have plenty of features and settings that you can adjust, but the Narwhal app is definitely easier to use. Not to mention, you don't need the app after the initial setup if you don't plan on using any of the available smart home features such as voice assistant control or routines. With that said, I highly suggest taking advantage of those features since they add extra value and automation to an already highly intelligent vacuum. Both of these vacuums are great premium options. However, the Narwhal is definitely better in most categories, which justifies the extra cost. It will also come down to your personal preference, like do you prefer vacuum maintenance or do you prefer mopping maintenance, since each vacuum base leans more towards one over the other. Given that the Narwhal has a large onboard dustbin and it only takes a couple minutes to empty it, versus detaching a mop pad, cleaning it, and then drying it, I would much rather have the Narwhal. Plus, having that LCD screen on the dustbin itself is a really nice feature and something that I don't think I could get away from. So between these two vacuums, I would take the Frio all day, but let me know what you think in the comments below.